Hi, my name is Henry Flaum and I welcome you to a new quick tip by JNIS Engineering. Is it possible to quickly switch between operations within the simulation environment in Siemens NX? What are the possibilities to jump to specific sections in the NC code? These are the questions we are answering in this tutorial. At the end of this video you will be able to make your CSC handling much easier in the future. My colleague Alex will show you the tricks.
Thanks, Heinrich. So let's dive right into the part and quick tip for today. Just want to make a note that this part has already been programmed in NX, and today we're just going to simulate this machine. We're going to go ahead and click Simulate Machine at the top. And then once it forms, we can see on the right that we have a post processor that has already created our NC lines of code. Now, we don't want to look at the entirety of the lines of code. Instead, we want to focus on certain operations. The operation that we're going to focus on today is this walls finish one. So, how do we check out only one operation? Well, first of all, we want to jump within the NC code to where the tool for this operation will be called. When we scroll all the way to the bottom down here, we can see that only 1,000 lines of code were created. Now, how do we get more? We're going to click this button right here, and we're going to create all of them. Now, we can see that the post processor has created every single line of code for all operations within the program. So, how do we go about finding the operation that we're looking for within all of these lines of post? Our first option is to scroll through it manually and search for the operation. Now, this isn't the best option. We can also use a keyboard command. Control F will pop up this search for bar. We can then choose to look for the tool that we're going to be using. As we look on our left-hand side, we can see that our tool's name is over here, JE116068, and click Enter, and this will find the tool that we're looking for. Now we will simply make a stop point for this operation. We're going to turn our speed all the way up, and then we're going to start our simulation again. Now, we can see that this simulation ran through all of this NC code, but then stopped at the operation that we wanted to watch. Now, we can change our speed back to slow, and then we can restart our simulation again and watch only the operation that we wanted to. Now we have a better view of what this operation is actually doing and what's going on in the operation itself. Of course, this isn't the only way to create a stop in the middle of a program to see a single operation. Now that we have all of this program generated and all of them are generated individually, we can go in and we can select a single operation, like this pockets finish one, and then we'll be able to click this NC machine code based simulation, and we will see that the post processor will work to create only the NC code for this operation. Now that that is loaded, we can start again our simulation. Our tool is being picked, and then the simulation will go through and complete the operation. We can do this for any of these preloaded operations. We can just click the operation, and then click our machine code-based simulation, and NX will automatically generate that single operation. We'll also see that once this updates, the IPW goes back to how it was for that single operation. We have a lot more stock on it, and then our tool's pulled and we are cutting that down. Well, that's all I have for you today. Now, back to the studio.
Thank you, Alex. Due to today's quick tip, you can simplify your CSC handling in the future by quickly switching between the operations when you just want to look something up. And you also met the NC code search that might brighten your daily work with Siemens NX. Feel free to leave feedback in the comments Did you already know these two top tips? Or would you like to know more about the CNC simulation? To make sure you don't miss our future videos, feel free to subscribe our channel and also leave us a like. By the way, on our YouTube channel you will find an extra video to the topic how to increase the speed of your CNC simulation, or you can find it by following this link here. We also have included the link in our video description down below. See you next time. Bye!